Okay, Kevin Dye here, owner and operator of Dye Painting up here in Arnold, California. You can find us on Yelp, Big Trees Tech. We do a lot of the work for Sequoia Woods, Lakemont Pines. We're a painting contractor up here in Arnold. We primarily work only in Arnold and Dorrington, and fully licensed, bonded, workman's comp, all the great things. So you can find our information there. I'll also send this with this bid. What I like to do, it seems like this deck down here has already been stained, which looks really good. What we like to do is we like to do video bids of the property so that way everybody can kind of see what I see, so that if you have any questions throughout the bid, you can just look and say, okay, so that's what that was, that's what this was, and so forth. This is a beautiful house. So we'll start here. What we basically do is we pressure wash. It's very important that the pressure wash, we need a clean surface. Very, very important. So after pressure washing, we fix woodpecker holes. We actually cut them out and we make a plug out of wood. And then the plug out of wood lets you, you can still see a little bit of a circle, but it's the proper way to do it. This one definitely needs not a whole lot. It's not too bad. What we do, let me see here. So what we do is we come in, we pressure wash, and then we mask. It's very important that we mask. We don't want anything anywhere. We don't want any paint except for what's on the building. We bleach any of the black areas up there, which is the mold, and then all lights are removed. Once the lights are removed, they're painted behind them, and then we put them back up after. These boxes for the woodpeckers, we could paint those into the house as well if you deem that's what we want to do. Now I noticed under here, the stem wall, this outside railing, this wooden part right here, looks like it could need some stain. So I'll put that a la carte. If you decided to do that, we can. Just the risers and the verts right there. So what we usually do with this, especially after it's already been done, is that we paint the stem wall being the concrete. We trench the rocks and stuff back during pressure washing, and then we would go ahead and paint that just to match, because it looks like it's a great building. It just looks like the last couple paint jobs weren't up to what our standards is, probably the best way to say it. But it works. It's definitely the longevity of the building has done something. Okay, so again, all trim is caulked in. We caulk in everything. We get in, we caulk all these. We caulk this, we caulk underneath, we caulk the whole thing. The whole idea is that we end up in a situation that, again, longevity, that word comes back. We want you to have it so that it lasts a long time. Pretty much standard stuff here. Nothing too big. Normally what we do, there's some raw wood that would be primed first. Any bare wood or raw wood is primed. Some Kelbon Pro is a product we use. Got a woodpecker hole right there that have to be fixed up. Somebody's in there. And then again, all back here as well. The whole works primed. Doors are painted. We actually go pretty far on how we do this. We don't really screw around. We like to get in. We do it fast. We don't take our time because we don't really have the ability to. We are a production company, so we do it right the first time. We do have a 2-year warranty. House is not really that big, but there will be a lot of prep on this property because there's a lot of prep. What a beautiful view, though. So I saw also on the front there's a pitch up high on the roof. We could also get to that as well. And then so that's pretty much what I see. A lot of prep. Like, again, you know, we seal up any of the wood, we spray, and then we back brush and back roll. Stuff like this guy here is caulked in. We like to back roll because that puts a heavier sheen. We want to get rid of the checking, as in, you know, the kind of the layers of the wood. We want to try to hide that as much as we can, because that's dry and that's where the water sticks. So that's where you're seeing your problems now. And again, woodpecker holes, they could be painted in as well, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But that pretty much is it in a nutshell, what we do. So hopefully this helps a little bit. Pretty much any of the prep that you see, if there's holes, if there's cracks, if there's nails, whatever it might be, we reset nails, we sand where needed, we caulk where needed. We use Kelbond Pro, which is a patching compound that we use that's a brushable, and then we 2 coats of paint. We use the best Kelly-Moore paints money can buy, and we get a very good deal because we use a lot of it, so that's one good thing. And that's pretty much it, and I'll write all this out for you guys, and hopefully it finds you well. Any questions, please feel free to email me or call anytime. I do a lot of people ask questions, a lot of people are wondering what we do, so just let us know. We can answer any of your questions, and thank you very much for the ability to look at your house.